What is going on, everybody? Eddie Soundhead back once again here with Soundhead Entertainment, back in Wreckfest once again here, and we return to the Talladega Super Speedway because, of course, the real NASCAR circuit rolls through Talladega, Alabama this weekend for the real-life Talladega race, which will always be interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be rooting for Brad Keselowski as always, and we've got a special anniversary that's actually today, right now. Friday is a very special day for Brad Keselowski, but we'll get to that a little bit later. First, as you can see, we're driving as the most iconic stock car maybe ever. Definitely, in my heart anyway, I would say this is probably the most famous race car of all time. The black number 3, Dale Earnhardt, as it should be here at Talladega, with the greatest of all time at this track. Definitely of his era, maybe of all time, probably of all time, I would say. So, yeah, been asked to use this one a lot. I actually have refrained from using Dale Earnhardt, because I don't ever want anybody to get the wrong idea and think that I'm like crashing in his car as some kind of joke about how he died or whatever. And that's just completely not the case. So don't take it the wrong way. We're just here to have some fun. We probably will get into some wrecks today, and we'll try to reference Dale Earnhardt's demise as little as possible. I'm sure a few accidental ones will slip out at some point, but you know what? This man was an absolute legend, and we should run his car here. It might give us some good juju here at Talladega, so let's hope for that. And let's go ahead. Let's start our first race here because, you know, Talladega is always a march down to the first corner where it all goes wrong right off the bat. So we are off and underway here in attempt number 1, starting behind Kenny Schrader in the 28. Now, that is unfortunate that we've already seen Kenny Schrader one time, and if you know why, you know. So the references, I'm sure, are going to be fantastic in this episode. Just know that absolutely none of them are on purpose. As I'm getting schooled off the line right now. These guys are driving right by me like I'm standing still. Taking a little bit of time to get up to speed here, and there they go. They're wrecking in front of us here. We got the 27 going around. We got one up in the air here. We got Kenny Schrader trying to figure out which way he's going to go, and he's going to go hard in the outside wall. But everybody looks like they kind of minded their business. Everybody's all right, and look who it is. It's our old pal, the Rainbow Warrior. Now, this is an image right here, isn't it? Isn't this a picture? What is it? Oh, man, I almost wrecked us both, too. Oh, that would have been perfect. So we got Jody Ridley driving that thing. Obviously, Jeff Gordon's famous, world famous. One of the, you know, that also might be in the running for most famous race cars of all time. The Rainbow Warrior machine up here in front of us. As we're kind of deep in the field, we got to get a move on here. These guys are running away from us already. I got to get this thing going. And look at the exhaust at the back. So this is like this is a stock car is what this is. This is a stock car if I've ever seen one. All right, we got to get it in gear here. Bobby Isaac's up there. He's 3 seconds ahead, leading this whole deal. It's looking like an actual Talladega race, running single file right now. So let's see. Let's just get a big old run through the corner right here and get up to that 24 car. What a massive run that is. You get in the entry of the corner. Can I get down low? Now look, it's a 24 car, right? And we're in the 3 car. You know, there's some times in life where you just got to do what's right, and when I get to this 24 car here in a second, I think I got to wreck him. I think I got to wreck him, right? Because it's the 24 car. I'm in the 3. The 24 is right in front of me. When that happens, you cause the... Oh, my... How did I come out on the losing end of this deal? How did all that happen, and at the end of the day, I'm laying in the grass, destroyed? Unbelievable. Unbelievable luck right there. So that just goes to show maybe that all of our luck is used up. It is indeed gone from the other day. So, that's a bit unfortunate here. I guess I can just... Oh, there's Jeffrey Bodine. Oh, that would have been perfect. If I would have taken out Jeffrey Bodine, driving as this number 3 car, it would have been the greatest thing you ever saw. But I blew it. I absolutely blew it. And speaking of blowing it, I think we've blown this race up. I think we're kind of out of contention now. Bobby Isaac 24 seconds ahead of me. So I think attempt number 1 is probably going to be in the books as it stands right now, as this car doesn't even really want to turn. Luckily, this is as highly banked as it gets at a racetrack. And we're going to come through the trioval for the final time. And, of course, don't forget now that the finish line is way down the track. I know everybody forgets that. That's why they always have to remind us, right? But we get the finish flag there, and we are going to come home in 16th. Yikes. That's an oof. That's an oof right there. But you know what? There's a restart button for a reason, and we're going to use it right now. Let's go. All right, so our first attempt Not that hot, obviously. Not the greatest attempt of all time. But I have faith in Talladega that this will go badly once again, down in turn 1. And it might give us a little bit better of a shot than we had the first time. So let's do it. Let's see it. Am I just, you know what it is? I don't have a bumper like the rest of these guys do. I just don't have it. They all have them, and that's why, but you can see my muffler, which should be going out the side. This was a true stock car, but oh, gotcha. We got them wrecking up here in front of us. I got the 24 car, got the 9 car. The 24 is up and over. Up and over goes the Rainbow Warrior, and down on the bottom slides through the black number 3. You know, how fitting is that? And we got a couple more of them going around back there as well. So that's a much better start. That's the kind of start I'm looking for. Still a little ways back here, but I think we'll be all right. We'll get that big old run we get through the corner right here and use it to suck up to that 11 car. You can even see who's piloting it. Neil Bonnet. Got Fireball Roberts ahead of him in the Quaker State car, it looks like. And you got Kevin Harvick, good old Cole Trickle. Is that Dale Jr.? Is that my boy? Is that my son? I can't even see who that is. I don't know if that's Dale Jr. or if that's the Red Baron car that I used the other day. I can't even tell. Well, hopefully we'll be able to tell when we get up there. We got Jimmy Johnson coming through in the 5 car. If I'm losing all kinds of ground to these guys, all right, I might just have to run the bottom. I don't think that is Dale Jr.'s car. I think that is the Red Baron. Or is it the 6? Oh, that is the 6. I'm actually blind. Okay, well, that works too. So it's the 6 car. So we got Mark Martin driving as the Penske legend right now in the 6. And we got a little bit of contact there between us. That's about as subtle of a bump as you're going to get away with here at Talladega. But we're going to come down in front of the Bud car here and hopefully use this big old run to get to Fireball Roberts here. We will get up underneath him. We've got a race shaping up. I tell you what, this is going pretty well. So right now, can I sneak in the line? Oh, beautifully done. That's how it's done nowadays. Now that's a modern move right there from a classic driver. Who would have thought you'd see that today when you tuned in? But we got to sit right behind the replacement, Kevin Harvick, driving as Cole Trickle. And that's 2 laps to go right there at the line that is invisible. And let's see, let's use that run to our advantage. We get an absolutely massive run through the corners. I got to use every bit of it. Up against the 40. I just got to just bother this guy, basically, is what I got to do. Oh, and I did, and I knocked him a little bit sideways, but he recovered it. That's squeezing your way into a hole right there. We got Tony Stewart up here. So obviously that means he won't win, because this is a play race. Damn, got him. I know. That's a roast and a half. I like Tony Stewart, too. Why am I being rude to him? Why is my phone blowing up right now? There's a lot of unanswered questions going around right now, to be honest. I'm going to sneak in front of Tony Stewart with the greatest of ease. There you go. So now look at these legends ahead of me now. Wrong cars, but if we're going by names, we have got quite a bit of competition up here if we're just going by names. I mean, all the way back to Jimmy Johnson back there in that 5 car. But the white flag is out, and I tell you what, it's going to be a little bit tricky. We're just going to have to hold the bottom lane here and hope for the best, because we're going to stall out right behind Bobby Isaac, I bet. Right about here we go. And that's where it stops. Can I get in his draft and draft underneath him in the final corner? I think we should be able to do it. Might even go high. You never even know. Let's see. We got Bobby Isaac right in front of us. Can we get to him? Oh, with the greatest of ease, we're going to get to him. Down on the bottom lane. Just got him right there. Can I squeeze up? Can I squeeze him up? Wait a minute now. Oh, yo, jeez, we're good. We're good. It wasn't legit at all, but we're good. Oh, and they're wrecking behind us, too, coming to the line in a 6 car. Arden DeWan, he's going to come back down to traffic, and he's going to get the Kodak car as well. We get the win, and we caused the big one behind us. It wasn't that big, but we caused a wreck for sure. We can't get away with that one. So, hey, we got a win in the bag early. That's what we're going for here. But we're, you know, I say that's what we're going for. I almost say we're here for the wrecks today. We're here for the carnage of Talladega. So now that we've got the win out of the way, I mean, now it's time to go crazy, basically. So we're going to still do some standard races and stuff, but let's just, you know, we're not going to be as nice and well, I mean, we haven't been nice for really. We've been squeezing people up all race, but any niceness we had is now gone. So let's go ahead let's do some more racing here. All right, off we go now for race number 3. And it's been quite the series thus far. Our first race was pretty uneventful, got caught up in a bit of an accident there and finished, 16th? But then we came back and we won with a dramatic last lap pass, so it evens out. It evens out, doesn't it? So let's get down here to turn 1 and see where the coin flips this time and what it lands on. Is it going to be destruction? And as the leaders are getting into it right now, and that spells trouble for everybody behind them, and there goes some of them. And coming back down the 43s. Oh my God! Well, there wasn't much I could have done about that one. That one just popped right up in front of my face. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's the turn 1 trouble that you do not want to see. When you look behind him, you got him flipping over. You look in front of him, and you got him flipping over, coming right at you. That was ugly. That was just ugly. But that's what we pay to see here at Talladega. Well, I think it's pretty fair to say that being in 15th, almost 17 seconds back from the leader, they're probably going to keep it clean for the rest of the race. We're probably going to just be riding it out here by ourselves for most of the time. I think we'll call that an attempt. Let's just run it back since we already got our win today. Let's run it back and let's just do the opening lap again. Let's do it a couple more times too, probably. All right, we're heading down to turn 1. We got a couple of them getting squirrely up there, and they're going at it. They are definitely going at it now. This Quaker State car gets knocked on its lid and off into the grass. And the 24 car is going to come back down and get the Valvoline car, and that's going to cause a whole mess of problems. And I'm over here getting light and loose, and I'm wrecking. Wow. Just wow. I honestly, people are going to say I did that on purpose. I honestly did not. I am as shocked as you are. So here it is. This is the replay coming out of turn 1 down the backstretch. As you can see, we were kind of looking behind us. I turned at a bad time. The car got light, and I basically wrecked myself, but then they all just come in and cleaned me out basically afterwards. I mean, just look at the chaos, and right there, the finishing blow from the 85 takes us out of the race on this one, and that's a hard impact right there for the 3 car. That just all around getting tossed around end over end. That's more of a 3-car style Talladega wreck that we're used to seeing. So, yeah, bad one right there. Bad one right there. But we live to race another day, so that's what we're going to do now. So, you know, today's a special day. Today's April 26th. And for those of you who maybe aren't a diehard Brad Keselowski fan, you'll remember what happened. You might not remember the exact date, but it's been 10 years since the famous Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards finish here at Talladega in 2009. Oh, 28, watch out, getting shoved out of the way right there. Oh, look out, look out, we got to dodge them all right here. Not our best run through the first corner. We got them all wrecking up here. We got somebody running down on the side. Don't you come up, don't you squeeze me. Oh my, look at this, look at that. It would be our old pal, Jeff Gordon, wouldn't it? What a guy. And then we give a shot to Cal Petty head on. Oh, we got him wrecking bad back there. Look like Rusty came and got Jeff Gordon. We got all of the classics coming in. So yeah, Brad, back to what I was saying. Obviously, Brad Keselowski famously won this race in 2009. Quote Larry Mack all you want. And that was 10 years ago. So I might make I might do something a little bit special for that later on today in a separate way, not attached to this video. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. So I think this one's pretty much wrote off. I think we finished this one up. This one, this attempt that is pretty cooked. So we'll go ahead. We'll back it out of this one and we'll run it again. All right. And as we race down here into turn 1, we'll see how it goes for us this time. The leaders already wrecking each other, and this is. Here it goes. Here it goes. We're going to sneak through on the bottom of the first half of it. We got some. Ooh, watch out, and that's trouble. That is a bad one right there. We were inside the 1 car. And we basically made a 4 car right there. We made a 4 car. That's basically what happened. And just look at what I'm driving through right now. Look at all that mess. The carnage. The chaos. And we live. Somehow we live. After all that, we are still alive. And that was a lot of them that were wrecked down there on the inside too. That's maybe the most I've ever seen. when we don't have any kind of other mods around. So bad day of the races so far, man. Turn 1 is proving pretty treacherous, but that's kind of what we're looking for with some classic Talladega destruction on our hands. Look at this. Look what I've got on my hands right here. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely having a laugh? I'm dying inside. I mean, I'm having a great time. I'm laughing hysterically on the inside. So let's see how they behave themselves this time down into turn 1. Because survey says it's probably not going to go very well, and here it goes right now. We got there's a big one behind us. We got a big one shaping up in front of us here that I let off for, and I guess I didn't really have to. Uh-oh, that's not going to end well. And let's watch him go back up and clean out Jeff Gordon and a couple others, and there they go as I just cut off Kevin Harvick entirely. Wow, they saved it. I'm amazed they actually held on to that and didn't wreck. Oh, wait a minute. They're still trying back there. They're going 3 wide. Jimmy Johnson's going 3 wide. I'm doing a masterful job looking back and looking at all this. Oh, and there they go. There goes a couple of them anyway, and I'm not doing such a masterful job anymore. Let me get back on the racetrack here. But, yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, my word. Kevin, I know you want the car, but you got to give me a little time here. We're wrecking. We are wrecking, and that is a big one. And we're dead. Oh, that terrible wording, but I am destroyed. I'm going end over end again at Talladega. Well, once again, I think we got to look at the replay for that. So after the AI spent about a whole half of a lap trying to wreck themselves, I do a pretty masterful job of doing it right away. Contact with Kevin Harvick a little bit. He kind of came down on me, I felt, right there, but we just blasted the 24 car right there, and then we get blasted by the 43, and then we just go for a wild ride, and that's where it cuts off. So absolute destruction once again here at Talladega, and I say we got a couple more runs in us. Let's go do a few more, and we'll call it a day here. Well, I guess the 7 car is just going to rough me up just about as much as it possibly can to get by me before the first corner. Not like it's going to matter once we get through this first corner, because everybody's going to just eviscerate themselves as they're currently doing right now. And here it goes. Here's the big one right here, ladies and gentlemen. Can I sneak through? Of course not. I'm going to get slapped around a little bit here, and the 7 car is going to go around as well. So there. Now, are you happy? Are you happy? You got what you wanted, and there's just carnage and destruction taking place everywhere. We had one flipping through the grass. He made it through. We got a couple of them still trying to wreck each other up here. We got Mark Martin in here again, not deciding whether or not they want to be in this race or not, because they are actively trying to destroy themselves. So successful opening lap for us, I would say, as they are wrecking down here in the corner, even it looks like, and I'm keeping an eye up ahead of there, right at the very top of the screen over there. There's a couple of white cars, and there they go. There they go right there. Hard crash. Here's going to come some more along, and they're just going to get absolutely pounded by a bunch of them coming by. So that's a really bad opportunity to try and come up the racetrack, and you're going to get, yep, you got ass-packed. And whoever was in that 70 car is dead now. I can pretty much confirm that. So that'll do it for this run, I think. Pretty much spread out. I think we've seen all the wrecks that there is to see. Mark Martin's going to pass me. Maybe I'll make it life hard on him and just wreck us both. And he's just going to keep driving like nothing even happened. And you know what? That's just the way it goes sometimes, boys. It's just the way she goes. All right, I think we got maybe 1 or 2 runs left in us here at Talladega to run through this first corner and try to avoid the madness. And I don't know how it's going to go. It's probably not going to go very well. We're getting knocked around a little bit. The 6 car. Watch out there. Watch out up high. Got him coming down. That's what I was worried about. And here we go on the lid. And we're just going to slide. And we're just going to watch them crash all around, wrecking all up high. Wow. And we're just stuck here on the lid. We got them behind us. We got them everywhere. Yeah, this is unbelievable. We need to survey the damages here. Maybe I'll help out. Is this guy? No, he's not dead. Wait. Oh, and I'm stuck. All right. I guess we're not helping anybody out today. Let's survey the damages here on a flat surface. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad for one corner, one whole corner. Ruthless destruction. But we know, we said it before. Sometimes you just got to take that death, and I think we did here today. And that's more bad wording, but we'll move along here. And are they coming back already? Are they here? I think they're coming through the first corner. Well, you know, it would be just an absolute shame if somebody were to be driving in the wrong direction on the racetrack, like so many of the AI like to do right here at this spot of the racetrack. And it's just a real shame when that happens and somebody causes a very large accident with the leaders. It's really a shame when you see something like that. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, and it's just one of those things where you gotta take that death. You just gotta take that death. It's that simple. So took that death, we did, and we finished somewhere outside the top 16, so we're not even close. I think that's good for one more attempt, one more run here through Talladega. I'll even finish the race no matter what happens. Let's go ahead and do it now. All right, lined up here on the outside for our final attempt. Got Greg Sachs in the 17 car here, and I'm gonna try to cut off the 7. I want to sneak in on that inside line here between myself and Kowicki / Earl Ross. Let's see, let's block that high side. Nope, Mark Martin said, you thought, and he's just going to drive by me on the outside. Now I'm just going to ruin Earl Ross's day by just sitting in front of him as everybody else gets up to speed so much faster than I do, and they're so much faster on the straightaways than I am. So here they go, already wrecking quite badly down here in the first corner. Can I get through it? Oh, what a dive. What a dodge. Get out of the way, you freaks. Oh, well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta take that death, and that's what you're gonna do. And then Michael Walter, Matt Kenseth's in that car, though. Hold on to it, he does. I'm gonna block. I'm doing more blocking here. Yep, hit me if you gotta, and they do. Oh, they do. They don't waste any opportunity to do that. But we're actually not sitting in too terrible of a spot here. If we play our corner right, if I might just have to cheese it all the way around the bottom and use that run I get through the corners as just the absolute Chiefs, we might be able to get back up to the leaders. Only 4.5 seconds up there. We run a super clean race, we could probably get to them. I say probably. That's very hopeful, but it might happen. It might happen. I'm getting hunted down here on the straightaway from the cars behind. Luckily, they don't know how to pass me. They just stop right when they get to me. So, neat job. Real neat job right there by you guys. That's real fantastic driving maneuvers. And they're scraping the ground here. I'm hitting all this debris at the bottom of the racetrack. We're barely getting a run here on Kenseth. So maybe am I down on power? What's the deal? I'm not even that. My car's not that bent up and destroyed. But I couldn't get to him on the corners there in the straightaway. He's pulling me away a little bit. So let's see what can we make happen down on the bottom this time. Just gonna ride that this little groove right here. I'm just gonna run it. I don't know if we're going to get there or not, guys. This is 6 seconds out. They're pulling away from me, it seems like. So we might not have a win necessarily unless some real carnage unfolds out ahead of us. But we might have a little bit of a wild finish here. If we get a top 10 finish, that'd be pretty good, right? We might even have a little bit of a chance at a top 5 if we could get up there to some of those guys. But they just are so much faster than me on the straightaway. Even though that's my best lap right there, apparently, with a 59.13, which is the fastest lap I've noticed thus far as we've been running at Talladega today. So let's see. Can we get to the back bumper of this 15 car, Mr. Jody Ridley? Can we do it? Within 2 laps to go, we'll come into 1.5 really now. Might be able to do it, especially if they get too wide up there and start wrecking each other. That would be nice, but of course they foul right back in line. Let me get down to that low side here and just absolutely drag up to that 15 if I can help it. I will put the chrome horn to somebody. I'll do it. It's the Dale Earnhardt way. I'll make it happen if it needs to happen. We might be settling for 9th at this rate. Look at them pulling away from me right now. Look at this. I have to pass. Let's see. I have to pass these 4 cars right in front of me if I want to get to the top 5. That much is known. I have 1 lap to do it. Let's just dive for it. Let's make it happen. If I had more laps, I think I could probably easily win this race if I had about 10 more laps, but I sadly do not have that much time. But I might have enough time to get to 5th, up to 7th by a nose. I'm just going to keep it low right here. Just going to keep it low on the bottom, running over debris. I got somebody's hood stuck up underneath the front of my car right now. That happens. Oh, really? 3 wide is the best idea you could come up with right now? Let's not do that, please. All right, I got to get to Neil Bonnet right here or else it's over for me. Come on. Get to him. Get to my old buddy, Neil Bonnet. Am I going to do it? I got to clear him. Oh, just cleared him. Beautiful as can be. All right, well, we're going to secure that top 5. I know if it was the real Dale, he probably would have drove all the way up there and won, but I'll take a top 5 any day, especially after making it through that first corner accident. So Bill Elliott gets a win at Talladega. No shocks there. We come home in 5th for the final race of the day. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, some classic Talladega destruction on the plate today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of that. I know I certainly did. I can always have a good time here in Wreckfest, especially at Talladega. I know you guys love it. I know I love it. So we had the fastest lap there too, so not bad. So that'll pretty much do it, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, because we're doing all kinds of Wreckfest stuff. We got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. So be sure to subscribe for that. If you haven't, leave me a comment down below. Give me a suggestion, something you want to see in Wreckfest. Let me know, and we'll get that possibly going here pretty soon as well. So that should do it, everybody. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!